Welcome everybody. It's Wednesday night.
You,
Wednesday night.
you have
Uh,
excused me tonight. Hi, everyone.
Tanya and myself, we discussed some trending topics. We got two interesting topics to discuss tonight. Real quick, real short, just a reaction. Both of us probably got thoughts. One of them, I know we. On one of the topics is political criminal in reference to Donald Trump. And I know that's going to be a quick one, but we're going to talk first about LSU girls won the national championship during the game. Angel Reese. She did what most people will say is the John Cena, but actually it goes all the way back to Flavor Flav when he used to do that dance, and then Tony Yayo started it. It's basically you can't see me, and when she did it, it was an outrage on Twitter by a lot of white pundits,
Yes.
namely Keith Olbermann, who used to be ESPN anchorman, very liberal. Works, I think he works for MSN News now, as well as Dave Portnoy, who is the chairman and president of Barstool Radio TV. Barstool has a influence. He's like a shock jock. If most people don't know what Dave Portnoy is, also Dave Portnoy is very famous for doing pizza reviews all across the country. So Tanya's here tonight. She is a black woman of a certain age, and what do you got
She
to say,
is.
Tanya?
She is. She is.
This is a 20-year-old young lady. Let's just give some context. Caitlin has also done this. She's Iowa's best player. She's probably the best player in the country. She's known for talking smack and telling people to shut the f up. Other players is part of the game. She has actually came in her. She's defended Angel Reese and said it was just part of the game. This is what we do as part of the sport. So let me ask you the backlash. What do you got to say, Tanya?
Unfortunately, I mean, it's cool that Caitlin spoke up and totally agreed with this is a part of the sport, but it's unfortunate that it's not enough. And in this day and age, along with Jill Biden,
Oh, to give some context to that. First Lady Biden, it's tradition that when someone wins a championship, national championship in college, a Super Bowl, professionals, leagues, they get invited to the White House. This is a tradition that's been going on forever. And First Lady Biden invited LSU, and in the process of her invite, she invited Iowa, which is the losing team, and that has never happened. That's like the loser don't get the spoils of the war. The winner always get the spoils, or what they say, the war booty. So that, like, actually, what they say is she didn't know. First lady did not know the temperature of the room, of what was going on, and she stepped herself right in the middle of a bunch
I
of
don't think you. I
controversy.
don't think you need to know the temperature of the room. A win is a win, and it is a win for a reason. And there are rewards and awards for a win. Period. That the loser don't get to share. It's the way of America. It's always been that way. But okay,
Do you? I'm gonna ask you. Now Keith Oberman said she was an idiot. He called her idiot, and then Shaq checked him. Shaquille O'Neal, for most people don't know, he's a LSU alum. So this is his alma mater. And plus, he felt as though that a white man was attacking some young black females who actually is his daughter's age or
yeah.
around the same age. So Shaq came to his defense. He called Shaq said Keith, and then Keith Oldman apologized. He said he hasn't been watching the tournament. He didn't know that Caitlin was the best player in the country. I need to explain that to everybody, but she talked real greasy, um, and she's very boastful. She's probably one of the best shooters we've had in college basketball in a long time. And Keith Olbermann actually apologized and said he didn't know the backstory. he didn't know what was going on because both of these girls had played college basketball against each other last year because Angel Reese was actually in the Big Ten Conference. And Dave Portnoy called her classless. So Shaq responded to Dave Portnoy and said, "Your mother." Dave Portnoy has doubled down. He has not apologized. He literally went into what we would say nigga splaining and started talking about semantics of her taunting her in her face or closer to him and all this other stuff. So, Tanya, do you think this is a pattern that mainstream white media has with young black women? She coming in with a wheel kick. Here she go.
I miss y'all.
Hey, how you doing, Faith?
I'm good. Little
We
ti-
we're talking about Angel Reese.
Okay.
I gave some context. Me and Tanya gave some context to the backstory of what's going on. What I asked Tanya, but then you jumped in. So, what's
Good.
y'all thoughts? Just go at it.
I'm about to say, let me hear what we can hear what Tanya said, then I follow her. What?
No, it's nothing. I don't remember the question.
Oh,
Is it a pattern? Is it a pattern that white string, namely white men in the media, sports media, have a thing against young black women, where they would say this was classless, but where were they 2 weeks ago, when a week and a half ago, when Caitlyn was doing it to her counterparts? So why, when it's a young black female, 20 years old, doing the same exact thing, why is she an idiot or why is she classless? Do you think this is a pattern?
Of course, it's a pattern, and it's not so much. I mean, it can be so much that is women, but it's black people in general. It's black sports figures. I mean, it is always okay. You can have the glory, but don't take it too far, or I'm gonna put you in your place. So, I mean, for me, it's a total disregard for equality. It is just discriminatory. No matter how you look at it, it is it's a blatant call out of a mild form of racism, and it's a shame that it's always allowed to happen and be disregarded in such a way. But it is a reality. It is habitual. It is what it is. It is like this all the time, whether it's female or male. Most definitely, it's like this constantly.
feel like it's sad that they act, they pretend like they don't see the difference, and then there was a lot of comments made by grown adults, men and women, saying that she was classless and ghetto, and I'm like, well, they just showed the white girl doing the same exact thing, and actually kind of more aggressively. The other one just wants she want her in her bag, and she like her face was balled up, and I'm like, I really would like to know the difference. The same way if a black
Caitlyn,
guy.
Caitlyn told her opponent about 10 days ago. They was up by 15. She actually told her opponent, "It don't matter. Just shut the fuck up," or something. Like she, she, she on turn is as we would say, she's braggadocious. She's flamboyant. She got swag,
Yeah,
and and she, like I
and they
said earlier, Faith,
do
I'm gonna
it.
let you continue. She actually was like, she came to Angel's defense, like, "Yo, this is what we
Yeah,
do. This is
I
the
mean,
sport."
so that is her personality, and that's good. No, I'm not against anything she does because she's very outspoken. So that is all fine. It's the people above her, it's the people under her and around her. It's the social media.
It's the
It,
ones
it's
that
the influential that just feel like the disrespect is there, and it came and it wasn't from her, it was from the colored folk. So
yeah,
I mean,
they-
it's not her per se,
whatever
but that's the point. It is what it is. It's a reality, and
we
it's true.
do is messed up. They could do the same exact thing and they get praised for it. Just like when
She,
that mudslide and all that happened, and everybody was surviving on top of roofs. They was in going to grocery stores stealing. Black people pictures with their family was viewed as vicious and animals and all this, but another family that was white did the same exact thing, and they was praised for surviving when they did the same exact thing. So it's just the way they treat us. It's just blunt. It's plain in our face. They tired of us. They want us to know. Y'all do.
I'm gonna
It's
ask y'all, do you
just,
like I before this incident, I'm a guy, a middle-aged guy that follows sports, that's a big sports fan. So I know who Keith Olbermann is, and I definitely know who Dave Portnoy is. A lot of people don't know who he is and what he's really about. Dave Portnoy, a lot of people accused him of being racist um, with this incident, and he basically has been defending himself. And I would say that I won't say that Dave Portnoy is or isn't racist. I will say that he's a shock jock. He does a lot of things for shock value, and I think that his statement towards Angel was more an inherited racism, more
mhm.
of
Priv-
I don't dislike black people, but what she did was classless. You knew what you was doing when you said it. Like I
Yes.
said earlier, you doubled down when you said it, and you continue double down. You even had, because of your partnership with Wallow and Gilly, with what they do with $1 million worth of game, they had to actually come out and publicly apologize, basically, and then talk about y'all friendship, and that's a whole different level of.
I mean, but that 20-year-old girl held her own now. That was all woman right there
yeah,
defending herself and her
yeah.
team.
I
She
said,
was about her business.
and with sports, they talk shit. I'm competitive. If I'm playing spades, you would think, I cuss like a seller. I talk mad shit. Like, it's just out of fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
and I think a lot of people don't know, like,
they thought it was cute when she did it, but when a black girl did it, it was an outrage.
and for
That's
her to be 20 years old, we got to understand where she's from. She's from Baltimore. She went to the big
No, no,
college in the
no.
state.
We ain't gotta understand
No,
that.
no, no,
They
no,
both
no.
said it.
Because you got to because people sometimes think that she's just somebody supposed to just take abuse. So I'm just saying that she can handle herself quite well. She knows how to talk. She's well spoken. She's been dealing with this stereotype about her for a while. This is nothing new. Definitely for those people that follow college sports. Everybody know
Yeah,
who Angel Reese is.
yeah.
you
So Faith, I'm gonna ask you, Faith.
what.
Is this something? How old is your youngest child?
She's 9.
Perfect age. Is this something that I know? I hear a lot of stuff about uh, black women feel unprotected. Is this a case where people came after her and like I'm not saying that the outcry is not warranted, but is this the type of protection that goes on or unprotection that goes on subtly, like in jobs in corporate America, where
Everything.
somebody.
It down to even with the somebody got the same case with facing trial. Same exact case. But if you black, you're done. If you white, you get home on house arrest, if that. So it's just, this has been our story. And everybody act like they don't see it. They act like they don't know it. They with the killings, like they being lynched down there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Kids getting missing, drowned in the people pool, 8 and 9 years old. Like, it's crazy what we going through. And I feel as though us as a people, we taking it lightly. Like, everybody doing their own little thing and not paying attention what's going on around them. So
Point made.
that
So Faith, we're having a very short show tonight, so we're
oh,
gonna get right into our second topic. our former president was indicted on 30 something charges.
I hate to laugh, but
Well, he was indicted on 30 something charges. Basically, it all stems from a payment to Stormy Daniels. Anybody that don't know, and then came out today that one of the circuit courts just awarded his lawyers $100 and something $1,000 from Stormy Daniels because he won the defamation lawsuit. A lot of people feel as though this is politically driven. They're trying to stop him, prevent him from being able to run for president again. They feel like it's much to do about nothing. President Clinton, same type of thing when he was the president, and this happened, and allegedly President Trump did all this stuff before he was the president. Then you got another side of the spectrum, people like, yo, no, this guy was a criminal. He was paying people off. He was paying doormen off. He was doing all this stuff to clean up his image before he ran for presidency. What y'all think about this case? I mean, we've talked about this guy in
honestly,
nauseum.
I'm gonna just be real. Like, think about the bigger picture here. I feel as though, since it happened when he was presidency, they didn't know then. I feel as though it should have been actions taken, but not publicly. Like, far as letting the world know that we're prosecuting our late president. The president just was the president of the United. That is the craziest thing I ever heard of in my life. If it wasn't nothing like
So if he go to jail, the Secret Service go to jail with him.
yeah, they need to go to jail though.
They got to protect him for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah. Oh, if he go, they really got to go to jail with him.
They got to protect him. The only way that they could stop protecting President Trump if he say he don't want protection. But the Secret Service can never leave him alone with nobody.
All the presidents are like
It's
that.
constitutional.
They don't have as many as they do in office, but they are forever protected.
A president should be, exempt from being prosecuted or anything like that, because if they break the law. But to me, I don't mean to be, sound like this, but I feel as though it should have been done privately, like they do everything else, hush hush. It shouldn't have been a humiliation of the United States or whatever, because it's a lot of conspiracy going on. Look at the guy that made Cash App. He got stabbed to death. Another one that's doing trading, he got stabbed. Bank owners. I'm like, what the heck?
Faith with the breaking news.
Yes, I'm serious. A lot going on, and everybody just really not paying attention. They talk about not using money no more, like this year. Like, I'm like, what the heck is really going on?
Well, we could get spiritual on this and say what we think it is, but the bottom line is our value of money, the dollar value was going to end up decreasing to next to nothing anyway, even without them coming up with their own currencies. And so that's neither here nor there. I mean, I hate to say it, but America,
United States, the way that we moving and everything that's going on, and these other countries teaming up against us or whatever, we might, they putting us in a position to lose our crown. They used to always call us bullies, but I spoke to a lot of people that's from other countries, and they was like, you should be happy you live in America, because where I'm from is nothing like this. You wouldn't be able to survive. Like, y'all free. And I'm like, well, we know us black people, we don't feel like we 100% free. But he like, this is the best thing you could come across. You go in them other countries, you hit. But what if, we so in the loop with it, and now we under other countries controlling us? How United States could go to other countries and bring their soldiers, and and ain't nothing nobody could do. What the tables turn, because we look like we don't know what the fuck we doing right now. Excuse my language, but like, we don't know what we doing right now. Prosecuting the
say something, Q.
Well, I think
yeah, I guess I said a mouthful, but like,
honestly, I think and I don't like to use words that are in support of a particular party. I'm a registered independent, but I think that democracy took a hit by a former president being arrested.
Yeah, that's.
I think that a lot of people are clowning around, playing on social media about it.
The worst.
I don't think that it has anything to do with us common folk, I just think that it's a disgrace that it happened.
That's what I said.
Whether he did it, whether he did it or not, I mean, the reality is that a lot of these politicians, and this guy wasn't a lifetime politician. A lot of them do these shady deals or whatever. A lot of people, you could pay people now that could clean up your whole social media existence in
Mm,
case people try to delve into your past to see who you are if you happen to blow up and be
yeah,
somebody
and then they
famous. Now,
break it down.
now, so I think that we are really at a tough time, and I think it's much to do about nothing. I do think it's political. I think it's crazy that because the thing is, it's all about who's in power, and when they choose to, for lack of better words, to you and respectfully to y'all two as women, it's all about who want to let their balls hang. And when the Republicans get in power, them Democrats gonna have a hard time because they coming. They coming. If they get back in that White House, they coming. If DeSantis wins the presidency, you best believe he's gonna make the Democrats and their agenda and their main policies are about pay. And I believe that as black people in this country, we get put definitely dealing with what I would say is the black agenda. We get put in the middle of the crosshairs of a lot of the BS, and we don't reap no benefits from either party.
That's the truth.
And
We
it's
don't reap no benefits, and we run around here celebrating one president being arrested. You got, with respect to anybody's lifestyle, you got one party who so scared of history being taught
Yeah,
that the other party has to code it and say CRT and just saying, no, we want American history, right, wrong, and indifferent, the truth to
yeah,
be taught. Just say that. Then you
yeah.
got the other party who's fixated on a LGBTQ agenda and basically indoctrinating our kids to inquire and want to understand sex at a very very early age. And
They polluting.
it kind of makes, as a black person in this country, it kind of, I am proud that I don't have kids that's in school because they're being indoctrinated.
Yeah.
So back to the root of the cause, I think that Trump's arrest with no mugshot, I just think it's political theater. It's the American
I
people. I
it's
believe American
not
people after the pandemic, people struggling.
yeah.
Let's face it, majority of people are struggling, working check to check. Don't nobody want to hear all this. Y'all wasting money, locking him up, the news coverage. Like,
And then they charge him with him with paying someone to be quiet. That's just charges. But why I see if he was being charged with, inciting a riot. That would have made sense. Soon as it happened. Not all this time after you talk about some y'all want to lock the president
and let's be honest,
up
since the
for
beginning of time,
shut up.
since the beginning of time, men that has had extramarital affairs of or situations outside of their union just been going on, and people been getting hush money for days. Like,
Yeah,
let's stop it.
yeah.
Let's stop it.
Stop embarrassing
And if
us.
we
Like,
think that
oh,
he has said, yo, pay such and such, or it wasn't no middleman. I know that they said his lawyer Michael Cohen is a middleman. Michael Cohen's a convicted felon now, and his word is not. He's a known liar. So I'm not saying that his word can't be true. He can't be telling the truth because of that. But it's like, really, like New York City, like for real, like you got people living in fear right now. You
what's up
got
with
people struggling to just make ends meet.
president?
What'd you say?
I said, what's up with our president? Did you see when he got
What'd you say?
Did you see when he got discombobulated? Like,
That's what he just said. That's what he just said. What'd you say?
yeah, like, huh? And he was like, yeah, and then the wife, and I'm like, huh?
I mean, and that is the
And they
thing
make
is like,
jokes about that. The man going through Alzheimer's, obviously, and yeah, the country's laughing. We a big joke. We a big. I'm telling you, other countries that's so stern and all they looking at us like clowns. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make no sense.
I think at a certain point, right? We that you know is into social media, and we try to be abreast of what's going on. I think this might be the time where people might need to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get polluted with this stuff so much, it's so consuming that
They
you kind of like
they
you
just
kind of
make
like
but
gotta
I
unplug and be like, hold up, my
don't get
reality,
you gotta
my
use
yeah, like my reality is dealing with going to work, taking care of my family, paying my bills. I can't get caught up with a fiasco at a courthouse in Manhattan that got nothing to do with me. Then
yeah.
I got to deal with the TV stuff, and I just want to watch a
And,
basketball
and
game. Not even made a basketball game about attacking a young black female, and they done attacked her and came out, and now it's all this back and forth, and
yeah.
they don't want to go to the White House, and
It's
they
like
want to go to the
every,
Obamas.
they make sure it's some
I mean, now she did invite herself. She just, you should have let Obama and his wife ask you first.
Tanya, you know what I realized? We have to realize that this girl was 6 years old when President Obama first got elected president.
so
So that's her guy, who she's remembered
That's
as a
true.
6 year old to
her hero.
till she was 14, 15. Basically, that's all she's
Hey,
known.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
No,
she should have asked instead of
I don't,
making
I don't, I
making
don't,
her
I don't know.
statement the way she did.
I'll say
She
this.
had the opportunity in the podium right then to say,
But you know what?
um, "If you would have me, Mister and Mrs. Barack
But
Obama, we would love to come over." You know,
She might want to hang out with Michelle. I don't know about hanging out
they
with
would have
Barack.
volunteered. They would have volunteered too if they smart. She's smart. She put in a position that you can't say no,
I'm
and
gonna
that's
I'm
how
gonna
you
ask y'all
gotta
a
go with
question.
it.
Do y'all think like I didn't I used to be big into to professional basketball, college basketball, women's basketball. I watch it and
It's better than men's basketball.
I won't sit here and say I
It's
saw a
way
minute of that
better
stuff.
because
I
I don't
didn't
even watch
watch.
basketball, but I watched the girls play. Except only time LeBron wherever he go I go. So
I mean, I watched it when back in the day when Dawn Staley played,
yeah.
and now she's the coach, which is crazy because now I'm telling my age because to watch it now, like, do y'all think like this is a much to do about nothing? Like in 2 weeks we ain't gonna be talking about this. Like,
yeah. Nobody forget we just was talking about they were wanting the transgender women to play sports with regular, women that was born a woman, and I think that's very unfair because men are
I'm trans. I'm trans. I'm a white guy. I am.
I ain't hear you what you say.
I said I'm trans. I'm a white guy.
And I'm a unicorn.
No, 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 for real.
No, seriously.
Y'all crazy, yo.
Can't tell me I'm unicorn.
Y'all crazy. Matter of fact, I'm related to Joe Biden. Now let me stop.
You was
But anyway, so
but what
Faith,
country do?
so now we're gonna turn the show before we close. We're gonna turn the show straight to you. Where you been, Tanya? Me and Tanya been missing you, yo. Where you
I
been? You been on the hiatus.
I've been all over the place. I've been doing so much. You know how you put too much in your basket? Yeah, that's what I did. I don't know how to say no and I be being obligated. I'm like, oh my God. So I've been overwhelmed. But I'm built for it.
That's
So
right.
I'm
That's
taking
right.
built for it.
Don't one
I
of the things
work.
right? You'll
I get the
some
job done.
sometimes you'll put a bunch on your plate because that's what you need to motivate you and get
Yeah,
stuff done.
yeah.
But whatever you do,
But
don't overwhelm yourself.
keeping still. Like we do something when we on to the next big thing, on to the next big thing. But now I'm trying to get this paper right. I see my little blue check. Then they was clowning people that got their blue checks. I said, hold up now, everybody don't get a blue check. I just can't buy a blue check. So when they offered it, you damn right I took
No,
it.
you know what's funny about that? I did see a lot of people upset talking about, oh, you got such and such
Or they
files for
like they
blue
think
check,
that they
and
better everybody
and
now.
it's amazing how,
I'm like, wow.
and it's crazy. Only our culture
Yeah.
worries about why somebody got a blue check or
My
not.
whole thing is
If a person's an influencer and this is what they doing and they're trying to promote their
exactly.
brand and what they doing,
You can't file an application for it. They gotta invite you to fill out the application for it. Basically, I woke up and it was saying that you fit the criteria of you're a figure, you're a public figure, you have your own business, and a lot of people visit your page that's not your
yeah,
friend.
yeah. What was your old Instagram name again?
Thank God I changed it. It was suck my cockiness underscore
Well,
face.
Hey Tanya, when she first told me her
Yeah,
Instagram handle, I was like, "You
yeah.
got to change that, yo."
Suck my
I
cockiness.
I
remember
That
that.
was the name I had when Instagram first came out.
Tanya, I couldn't believe it.
I remember that name.
She
Well,
told me her
yeah,
Instagram name. I was like,
we
"You got to
cocky as
change that."
shit. We cocky. We very cocky.
So what's going on with he said she said?
We have a show coming up this Friday.
Good
One of
Friday.
the contestants, there's this Friday. One of the contestants that I was a judge on, it was the battle of the sexes between the men and the women. And the artists that I picked, my gift to them was a free interview, to come and do their thing, hear their music, talk about what they got going on. So one of the artists is coming this Friday. And she's
What's
dope.
and what's going on with the second season to your reality show?
You
The
mean the
the,
web series?
the web series, excuse me.
Yeah, we supposed to be working on that next week actually, but it been like basically no the other actors, some just flatline, and that'd be hard with their main character. So they just can't do nothing with black people. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
that's one thing.
You know,
I was just sharing with somebody the other day that we know a lot of people in the last 5 6 years that has passed away, and sometimes we're not allowed or in the situation to process because you got to keep living. But it's
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to take time out and be like, yo, let me process what just happened or
Yeah.
process.
yeah. That's what I've been going through. Like my brother death been real, real, real hard on me. But at least I'm getting out the bed and stuff now because it was
Yeah.
times I would get mad I had to use the bathroom, like literally, like I'm mad I got to get up to go pee. God is good.
Just lay
Just,
there and
just
just
until
let it go.
just until you turn the blanket the wrong way and that cold air seep in,
I'm like, let me get up.
you'll
But
be like,
but
what the
people, you really gotta pray for people that's grieving, people that's dealing with depression because
Yes, you do.
so bad it could turn into depression. It's not even feel like grief; it just feel like numbness and
It's a nice shirt you
stuff.
got on too.
Oh, you already know. Even though he left us,
Nah,
it's
he back. That Gilmore gonna be wearing 21, so we good.
yeah, right.
Gilly Lock gonna be wearing 21.
What's his name?
Stefan Gilmore.
No, with the other guy that we got from that was on the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah, he was playing for the Giants. They said we got him this year.
Only
Beckham.
place. Well, we didn't get him yet. If we get him.
I don't know. They said that's where he at with it. I'm hyped.
So
If
Tanya,
he
so
come,
so we accepting faith apology.
I love y'all to death.
Of
You know
course.
the last show that she came on was our Oscar reaction, and y'all was quite fiery that night.
Always. We got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Same day. Y'all was born on the same day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Different years, of course. I'm her baby cousin, but
April Aries, huh?
yeah, the best in
We
the
look alike. Don't we look alike, y'all?
yeah, you can see it all
Wow.
day.
So we're gonna close out another great show. Another great show. Any final
It's
thoughts?
always better when Faith here. It's a shame. We miss her.
Any
I'm
final
just tired.
thoughts?
I said, I'm tired, but I said, let me go on. Stop playing. I miss my
So,
phone.
Faith, before I close, in a week, Donald Trump did raise $10 million.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all think he is the most polarizing human being that we've seen ever?
He
Just
I
I
mean,
say I
right,
was
wrong, and indifferent. This man
but
pushes the
I think they
needle.
worship Beyonce more than they do Trump.
Oh, Yeah,
Beyonce take number one.
The Beehive is serious.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they would probably hurt somebody over Beyonce. They be fainting. I think she hugged somebody and they passed out. Like, come on. Like, you know, even if I see a favorite person that I like I feel like I'm a celebrity. Shoot, we in the same boat. Hey, boo. The heck? She got a little bit more money. That's it. That's all.
With that, we go close out. Join us next week as we come back for trending topics. We gonna have all three of us next week again, and just to get some laughs and bug out and talk about it. People will always give you something to talk about. We'll just talk about it, give our opinion, and that's that. And we'll see you guys then. Remember, like, share, subscribe.
All right, y'all.